Our next contestant is here, and I'm so excited. Would you please enter? And would you please do me the favor of standing on that yellow X?
Yeah.
Stand on that yellow X for me. Wonderful. You're amazing.
Hi.
Would you please share your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, my name is Jada. I'm 26 and I host dating events and I'm getting my real estate license.
Amazing. Wow. No red flags yet. I love to see it. Can you tell me this? What makes you a real one? Jada, what makes you a real one?
I think because I do speed dating events, I know what people are looking for and I love people and I love love. So I would think that I would be a real one because of that.
Awesome. Love to hear that. And no one has picked up a red flag yet, so that's a good sign. So you know what they want. Oh my gosh, this might be a creepy experience. Let's go for this. What are 3 of your red flags, Jada? 3 things that if someone does this in a relationship, it's a no-go.
If someone does this in a relationship, it's a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
What if I can't think of any? Is that my red flag? That's
could be a
probably
problem.
my
You
red
should
flag.
know what you don't want.
Oh, what I don't want from someone else.
Exactly. What's a red flag if someone does
for
this?
other people. Okay, that's easy.
Sure,
What I
3
do
things.
not want is someone who is not spiritual, not willing to work on themselves, whether it's physically, mentally, any which way. And I think just being anything but kind and loving toward me and my family.
Got it. Okay. We did have 1 red flag pulled and waved. Would you share your name, your age, even what you do and why you're waving?
I'm Brett. I'm 33, and I'm a project manager in the HVAC industry. And it was just the spiritual part. I'm not really a spiritual person. Other ones, awesome though.
Okay.
Awesome. That's only 1 red flag. The rest have not, Jada, which is beautiful. Let's go for this. What are you looking for in a real one? What are you looking for in a man?
I think someone who loves God, is goal oriented, and just is like a loving human being. I feel like when you're a good person, it's just easy for other things to fall in place. So I feel like you can work on a lot of stuff, but if you're not a good person, generally speaking, it's hard. Everything is harder when you're not a good person. So.
Got it. Okay. No red flags pulled. This is looking good. So I'm going to ask one more question that seems to be really important. You kind of already spoke on it, so I'll kind of just speak to the one end. You spoke to religion being important. Mm-hmm. Politics. Do you want someone that is very political, not political, moderate? Share with us.
I would say moderate. I think it's important to be aware of what's going on and be willing to do the research, especially with what's going on right now. But I think being too involved can take away from just happiness and living life to the fullest. So I think it's important to educate yourself, but just don't be too crazy about it. Have a good day.
That's awesome. All right. They're feeling it. Oh, but we've got a red flag. Would you share your name, your age, and why you're waving?
Yes. My name is Vince. I am 29 and I'm an engineer. And I do agree that people need to touch grass more and not get too involved with the shows of politics. But I will say that I am definitely conservative and my values are definitely very conservative. However, I am disenfranchised with the modern Republican Party. But my values are definitely rooted in conservative values. So.
Okay. Does that work for you, Jada? Would you say your values are more conservative or are they more liberal? What would you say to that?
I would say I'm open. I wouldn't be against someone being conservative, but it's not preferred.
Okay. Interesting. But we don't have any red flags thrown. So what I'm going to have to do is ask the gentlemen that have not pulled a red flag, which is still 4 of them, rather. Do you have an essential question for Jada? Do you have a question that could determine your real one connection? Name, age, and your question.
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age. I have a question for you, Jada. So you do speed dating for a living?
Yeah, I host speed dating events.
So how come the host doesn't have a boyfriend? Your speed dating must be going wrong somewhere, right?
So that could be
That's
my
why you're
red
here.
flag because I met my ex speed dating and that's how I got into it. So yes.
So you're still in touch with your ex?
I'm not.
So
I don't stay in touch with exes.
Okay. So you're doing speed dating for how long?
I started originally in October.
Okay. I'm just curious to know that you might have been meeting a lot of people, right? For speed dating, but you didn't find anybody where you do your stuff? You had to come to the
majority
the
of
real OG section?
That's actually a good question. The majority of my events are actually queer. So I actually originally met my ex speed dating and the company that I speed dated with didn't have queer events. And so I decided to host my own and it's actually been really profitable.
But when you say queer, you mean it's like gay speed dating?
Men seeking men, women seeking women, all of that. Yeah.
Okay. So you're straight, right?
I'm straight. Yes.
She says.
That's a very valid question these days. Let's
Thank
go
you.
for this. Devin, do you have an essential question for Jada?
It's kind of rooting off of that.
Parody
Where
off
are you
that.
doing your the speed dating at?
So I actually have 4 locations. I have one in Temple City, 2 in West Hollywood, and 1 in Hollywood. 2 are at boba places, and 1's at a coffee shop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Let's go. Sean Paul, do you have or Joshua an essential question?
No.
You okay? Joshua, do you have a question?
Okay, I do. So my name's Joshua. I'm 23. Do you always do your nails that long?
No.
No?
It depends
Just
on
like
what I'm
when you're
doing.
done.
So when I travel, I get them a little shorter. When I'm feeling more like artsy, I get them longer. It just depends on the vibe.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's dope.
Okay. All right. Well, if we don't have another question for Jada, I might have to give you a red flag, which I am.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to step back just a little. Perfect.
Okay.
Would you ask an essential question to kind of narrow down? Do you have an essential that could determine whether you want to keep some of these real ones on the table or
Do I ask them individually or just all
ask
of
them
one
all
question?
the same question? It would save a little time. Ask
Okay.
them one general question that's essential to you.
Travel. Is travel important to you guys?
Let's start with Devin.
My name is Devin. I'm 25. Travel is definitely important. I can take time off of work anytime, really. So I love traveling.
Okay.
Okay. And Rush next.
How many countries have you traveled, my lady?
I'm doing 30 under 30
30 countries.
before I turn 30.
Oh, before you turn. No,
Yes.
how many countries have you traveled till now?
I don't know exactly how many, but I've been to Thailand, I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Iceland, I've been to Italy, I've been to Paris, I've been to London.
Okay,
I've
we'll
been-
etc. there. So that's good.
I've been to
Perfect.
quite a
So I think
few.
she's answering your
More
question.
than 10.
Like, I'm interested.
More than 10.
So
More than 10.
now to answer her question, Rush, are you open to traveling?
Yeah, been really blessed to have a family where after finishing my education, they sent me out with my cousins to see the world. So even before I could become a man, I saw half of the world. I've been to Europe. I'm from India, so I've been to Europe. I've been to US. My family lives here. Almost, I would say, give or take, 25, 26 countries,
Wow.
minus the Gulf.
That's awesome.
Didn't touch any Gulf countries. Didn't need to.
Awesome. Okay. And Sean Paul.
I love traveling. I'm filling out my passport as much as I can.
Perfect. And
I definitely think traveling is cool. But right now I don't really have interest in traveling too much, like out of the States. But definitely like in the future for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question.
okay, one more. Then you got to eliminate 2
Oh,
because we still
I have
have
to eliminate
1,
2.
2, 3, 4 that have not thrown. So yeah, you got to eliminate 2. But ask your question.
Okay. Do any of you have kids?
I got a 5-year-old heart.
Okay.
But no children.
5-year-old heart.
Joking, no kid.
Okay.
Jokes. Okay, Devin, children.
I have no kids.
Okay.
I have a
No
cat.
children. Yeah, dog.
Okay, and Josh.
Yeah, no kids.
Okay. Do any of you guys not want kids?
I want kids. Sooner.
I want kids, but not at the moment.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
I want
still living.
kids.
Okay.
I don't think I want kids.
Okay. Okay. So now,
So now you have to eliminate 2, JD. You got to eliminate
so
2.
I would eliminate you and you.
Okay, tell us why. Rush first. Why are you giving a red flag for? And wave the red flag for me, just for the aesthetic. Beautiful. Yeah. Now tell us why
Sorry.
you're waving.
That was kind of. I think you've traveled a lot, and I feel like I still want to travel. And I'm not newer to it, even though I've traveled quite a bit. But I'm still like really wanting to get out there. And you sound like you've been to a lot of places. So I don't know if you would still want to travel the way that I do.
I could have saved you a lot of money, you know? Giving you some free expert advice, where to go, where to stay.
I love
I'm just
that.
kidding.
That's true.
Do you want to
and
retract
then-
your flag, or you're still sticking with it, even though the travel savings?
I would stick beside it.
Okay, don't stick beside
I'll
it.
stick beside
and you gave another red flag
Yeah.
to which individual?
What's your name?
To
Timmy?
Joshua.
Okay,
Joshua.
why did you
Timmy
wave your
is
red flag
crazy.
for Joshua?
I only gave it because you said you don't think you want kids, and I want 4 kids. So
Why 4 specifically?
So when I was younger, I grew up being really close with my brother, and it's just he and I. And I was just like, it would be so much nicer to have like a big family. And so I think I want 4. I'm gonna start with 2 and then work my way up. But I kids is really important to me. So I've tried the like, well, maybe I don't want them, maybe I do,
But
and
you
I
want
know I do. So I don't want to play games.
Okay. So we have Devin and Sean Paul that are still alive. Joshua, just for my sake, would you grab the red flag? Thank you. Perfect. Okay. We have two. Do either of you have an essential for Jada? Because if not, we got to start to narrow it down.
I do have a question. There's been talk about in our other conversations about independency within the relationship. Me, I enjoy hanging out with my friends. I'm a raver. A lot of times that always gets a red flag there. So like, what would that be like in the relationship aspect?
Okay, well, I'll say on the raver thing, I've been to EDC twice, so I haven't raved a lot, but I think that's cool. Secondly, I think it's important to keep your independence within a relationship. I don't think you should be codependent. So I think it's good to have a life, have things that you love outside of being within a relationship. I feel like if you love spending a lot of time together, that's nice, but like having your own life I like to have my own. So yeah. Anything else?
Does that work for you, Devin? That response? Perfect. Sean Paul, do you have a essential question or you're just feeling Jada?
No, I'm feeling you, Jada.
Okay. Jada, do you have a question? Because if not, I might have to have you eliminate one. There's a few more questions I could ask, but I want to see if you have one because you're the real one.
Okay. I would like to ask, how do you guys feel about going to church on Sundays?
Let's start with Sean Paul.
I haven't missed in months.
Okay.
Wow.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Wait, but just answer a question first.
I can still answer. I was in a relationship where church was a big thing. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that I don't respect God or I understand God as a higher being. But I think just the push every Sunday from my ex, it was a lot. Like I would miss church and she'd be like, you didn't show up, you didn't do this, and it was just a lot. So it's just I think it's just that still is there and present in me. So
But you have a relationship with God, and
yes.
are you Christian?
I am Christian.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
Do you want to keep your red flag or do you want
I'm
to
still waiting,
Okay. All right. Well, it appears that there's only one real one left that has not thrown a red flag. Now, Jada, how are you feeling right now? Do you feel like you want to ask Sean Paul another question? Do you want a red flag? You have a red flag in here. What do you want to do?
Yeah. How old are you?
35.
35. Think I'm gonna red flag. I'm 26 and I do want someone closer to my age.
That is quite all right.
Tell me why you want someone closer to your age.
Mainly because I'm really close with my brother and he just turned 30 and I don't know why, but I just don't necessarily want someone older than him.
Okay.
How would you think a 33-year-old, a 35-year-old would behave? He could be a kid.
Oh, it's not about maturity necessarily. I think I just like
So
the age.
Age has got nothing to do, my lady.
You're right.
But you want what you want, right, Jada?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh boy. And R. Kelly wrote that. My goodness. Okay. But that appears then that all the red flags technically have been distributed. But can we please clap it up for Jada?
Thank
Jada
you,
is a
guys.
real one. We got super close to a match. I'm excited still. You are a real one. I will take your red flag. You are awesome. Thank you, Jada. Did you have something else you wanted to say? You look like...
No.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Clap it up one more time for Jada then.
Good luck with the speed dating.
Thank you. You can go out that way. You're amazing.
Good luck with
Thank
the
you.
speed dating.
Let's get ready for our next contestant. That was awesome, folks. Thank you so much.